What's up guys, Tyler Casey here, and today I'm going to walk you through how to use our new Paper Effects 2-pack. I'm going to be using the full version today, but there also is a free version. There's also a sample pack you can download, and that comes with a separate tutorial as well. So once you download this pack, make sure you have unzipped it. Most computers have unzipping software, but you can also download that, but fairly simple. Usually you can just double click it and it'll automatically unzip it for you. And then so this is what it's going to come with. It's going to come with a link to tutorials, so I'm pretty sure you're probably already here if you're watching this video. We have the sound effects folder, we have overlays, and we have transitions. On a PC, you're probably not going to be able to preview these transitions. If you're on a Mac, you should be able to just watch them real quick by hitting spacebar. What you're going to want to do is import these into Final Cut, Premiere, After Effects, Davnici Resolve, and you can just drag them straight in. A lot of people think you have to import our products into like a special folder and install them. You don't. They're all video clips. You just drag them into your editor, import them how you would regular footage, and then you actually overlay them on top of your footage. So I'm going to drag these in here. I'm going to just drag the whole sound effects folder, and I'm also going to I'll grab animated, and I'll grab the stills as well. So this is what it comes with. Now we can easily play these. We got this sweet book wipe. I'm going to actually, let me organize these by name. I'll show you guys what all these look like. We got a cardboard rip. This one you could, this one kind of freezes because you could put like a title there and freeze it, and then it rips away. Cardboard wipe right there. That's pretty cool. These are some of my favorite. This one's pretty cool as well. That one breaks apart. So there's lots of cardboard stuff. There's a bunch of tape stuff as well, like caution tape, duct tape. We have some of these letters. This page wipe, and we have this paper bag loop, which is pretty cool for titles as well. So I'm just going to create a new sequence right here. All our stuff is 4K, so it's okay if I drag that in as our sequence setting. And I could actually start off with this paper bag loop. To use a loop, you're actually going to see two markers right here. If you don't, you could kind of find where it like covers the whole screen and then duplicate it. And we could actually loop this and make it run for quite a while. So I can double the length just by holding Alt, and I duplicated it, so now you can see it wiggles, and it crumbles away. Pretty cool. So I'm going to show you guys some of the transitions and teach you guys some tips and tricks on how to use these. I'm just dragging in some footage here, and I'm also going to put some black bars over it because this footage has black bars on it. Most of them are pretty easy. You can literally just drag them on, and the cool thing about these is you can also speed them up. So if you want them a little bit faster, you can just speed them up with the rate stretch tool by pressing R. Some of these are a little bit more tricky and they need a little bit of masking, but it's fairly simple. So what we want to do is we want to stagger these a little bit where we want the cut to be. So let's see how long that takes. We're gonna have to have that quite a bit over there. Actually, we're gonna put the clip that we want on top to cut into. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a mask, and let's just draw it like that and create that mask. So it's gonna start revealing the clip on the left. So the clip, we'll click this, we'll click our mask, we'll click mask path. You can also use crop, but I'm just going to do a mask just because it'll fit the shape better. And we'll just drag that. It's getting a little wonky on me. And then we'll keep moving down. Drag it all the way. And right about here, we could probably delete the mask and just make it full screen. So now if we watch that back, it reveals the clip just like that. And if it bows over like that one time, you can always just come back in. We can see it go a little bit too forward right there. We can pan through just using our arrow keys. Yeah, it's good. Another cool thing you can do with these, and if you've used any of our other packs, you know you can add any type of plugins to them. So we got Ecto, that's a classic one. Looks really cool. You can do glow, you can do anything like that. You could even do like HLS on this. You can also color these as well if you want to play around with the colors. You can make it brighter, more contrasty. You could warm it up. I don't know why you would want to do that, but you can also do HLS on these. Color balance, and we could mess around with the hue. Another cool thing is the sound effects as well. We can come into here. This would be under the caution tape, and it's like it crinkling, so we could actually just have it crinkle across the screen. Let's check that out. And cut it. This would actually be really good for the paper bag as well. There's some pretty good sound effects for the caution tape and the duct tape as well. Let me grab one of the duct tape transitions. Let me speed it up just a little bit. So let's play that through. Wipes up, covers the whole screen, and then you can actually come into here. So there's a good duct tape rip right there. So let's make this come on a little bit earlier. And we can move that over just a little bit. Let's see it. Maybe even a little bit earlier. Perfect. So now we can get some tape sounds. There's peeling duct tape. That's another rip. So there's some pretty cool duct tape sounds in here that sound like the duct tape's just being like handled and laid on. So we can actually drag that on. Let's see that. So you could hear it rip right there. So that's pretty cool. Let's drag it right over here. Perfect. And then it cuts right on. So another cool thing that we included in this pack as well, there's tons more transitions for you guys to check out. They're all pretty much, it's pretty self-explanatory how to use them. You can definitely finesse them all the ways I showed you. There's some pretty cool crime tape rips. There's these cool letter transitions. So there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with all these. And lots of possibilities. I really like these as well. These kind of just add some cool texture to your videos, like if we drag that on. And I really like adding some type of effect to these. Let's try AV Club on this one. And let's just drag that on. Let's see how that looks. And let's go through and mess with some of the settings. Let's go choose a preset. So if we play this through, it has a pretty cool look to it. Also looks really cool with like glow or ecto. So there's some pretty cool frames in here for you guys. There's a split screen frame that kind of wiggles. There's an Instagram frame. You could actually just drag this in and make a cool little Instagram loop. With all these frames, you can easily loop them just by duplicating. And then you can just duplicate like this. And then you have, then it just continues to loop. There's also stills of all these, so you can get those in the still frame if you just don't want them to move. One of my favorites are these two right here. This one's pretty cool. This is a pretty cool one, pretty simple. It's like black bars but with the caution tape, and it kind of wiggles. This looks really cool when you actually mix it in with the caution tape transitions or any other transitions. So like, let's say I put like a transition like this, it rips, and then we have the caution tape now. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to teach you guys how to do the little 4-screen loop one. So this one's pretty cool because it has an intro. So we'll play this. It starts and then it continues to loop. So we want to start with the start, and then we're going to grab the loop. So I already cut all these. So the way you do that is, so this one's on the bottom. Let's start from the top. So what I did is I actually created just a simple mask, and I drew a mask, boom, 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 where this is. And then what I did is I did the same thing on the next one. Let's click that. I drew another mask right here, and I drew a mask right here as well. And then on the bottom one, I didn't really have to draw a mask because it's just chilling there on the bottom, and once all of them are on, you don't need a mask. Another cool thing about this before I get into it is you can actually crop these sides out, so you can actually you can have a single split screen, so you could just have left and right. But I'm going to show you guys how, and then you can do the same for this, and you could have an intro in. So I'm going to show you guys how to do the intro. So first what we're going to do is you could do these individually. You could have each one pop up, and then you could redo it. So the way you would want to do that is, I'll show you guys. It'll take a minute. I'll do like 1 or 2. So I'm going to crop these out, and let's find where the left one is. There's the left one. So I'm going to drag this, drag this, drag this. So here's our cut right here. This is moving up. So what I would want to do is I want to find the next frame where it moves up. There it is right there. So right here, I'm actually gonna draw a mask on this, or I'm gonna grab my original mask. I'm gonna drag it down here. It's being a little difficult, but that should be fine. And I'm gonna move over, so I'm watching this, and then it moves up. Let's move forward those 4 frames. Let's make another cut. I'm gonna move my mask up just a little bit. I'm not keyframing this mask. I want it to look choppy. That one's not moving for some reason. There we go. It's a little wonky, but should be fine. And then we'll move forward right here. So this one's cut right there. So I would just make another cut like that. So now we play that. And then what we would want to do, we could copy this crop over. And so now it builds, only that one builds. And then what we could do as well is we could drag the next one in. Then you could delete the crop. You could crop out the left, and then you could crop out the right. And then we could do the middle now. So that builds up, and then we would build the middle one, do the same thing. And then we would just make a simple cut right here. And then we would delete that right crop, so we have the middle one showing now, so that one loops. I'm not going to go all the way through and do that, all 4 of these, or you could have 2 of them. I'll show you guys how to do 2 of them real quick. We'll just come crop, we'll crop out the left, we'll crop out the right, boom. Then I'm going to, so this is what the pack comes with. It works really well if you have the first pack as well. There's extra sounds and LUTs in there. You can combine and mix and match with both packs, but this pack I just wanted to offer some extra textures for you guys. I appreciate you guys supporting CinePacks. If you guys haven't gotten the pack, make sure to check it out. Make sure to check out the free pack, play around with it, have some fun. And we have tons of other free packs for you guys as well, so check those out. Appreciate all the support, and I hope you guys have fun with this pack. Tag us in any edits that you guys do on Instagram. We would love to see your work. We appreciate you guys supporting. I'm Tyler Casey with CinePacks. I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks.